What it do, Majestic Council? It's Majestic X. And what it do, Majestic Council? It's Majestic X. And today I just want to talk about something very quick because I'm seeing it going around, and it's about the spiritual TikTok community. Now, it is some very, very great teachers and students of teachers that speak great perspective on things they've learned and things they can teach to people throughout TikTok. This video is not for you. This is for the video who the guy made it one TikTok. Okay, let's say you make a TikTok and it goes viral. Okay, cool. So now, instead of you teaching people about that and then going on to the next subject, now your whole TikTok is just about that one thing that you got viral with that one time. And I don't think, this is why when you go through your likes and you see most spiritual videos that you like and you go to their channel, they're not really booming like that, because a lot of times they're still talking about the same subject from 60 videos ago about the same thing that they brought you to, what made you bring yourself to their profile the first time. And it's like, we get it. Now, this is the thing that I bring this up for. If you already mastered something and you already taught it enough down to the T, you have to go to another perspective, another 33 degrees of learning from somewhere else. Because people that preach and teach the same thing over and over again, that just has me thinking that you're so into your own teaching that you cannot be a teacher. You are a student, because most teachers know everything and settle on this one thing to teach, but they teach other things within their main teaching. Teach other things within their main teaching. So that means, let's say you talking about the NBA, but you want certain kids to get it, but you about to bring up stats, you about to bring up accolades, and kids don't be wanting to hit accolades. So you have to bring up an example. So you have to bring up an NFL example. You can bring up a boxing example. All these other avenues from other places, because why? The NFL or the NBA or boxing is not the end all be all. It's other sports, because if it was the same way, if sports was the same way how religion is, I feel like it'd be a lot of diversity by teams. But we all know it's diversity by sport, because everybody knows I can like more than one thing. So why you can't have more than one religion or learn more than one thing? Do you think that's going to debunk anything that you gave to the people? No, the people are still going to like you for what you taught them the first time. When you give them something new, you're expanding your mind in theirs also. But that's why when I make these videos, I tell people to give me things they know. I don't just want to speak on a topic to help you. I just help people. I'm not teaching you nothing. I even said in my bio, I'm not a teacher, I'm a helper. We can help each other. I just can't help you. You got to help me too. I watch videos and read books and study every day from master teachers and students of master teachers, because they got a perspective I don't. I haven't read every book in the world. I don't sit here and know every single religion in the world, but I know a lot of them. And I know the main origin, and I've read books of most of them, but not every single one. That's a lie. I wouldn't be able to tell you that. But that means I have multiple 33 degrees of knowledge. When I say 33 degrees, I don't want y'all to think that with Mason or my son. That's just the top of the knowledge of whatever you learn. That means you mastered what you learning. Now back to the TikTok. Y'all done turned the 33 degrees on TikTok on your one subject, but you're scared to go to another topic because you'll have to start from the bottom again, like how you did on that topic. But that's how you gain 720 perspective. You don't even got 360. You just know the one thing. You just keep talking about Christianity. You just keep talking about the Quran. You just keep talking about Buddhism. You just keep talking about the Anunnaki. You just keep talking about Celtic or Celtic. You just keep talking about Greek mythology. Like, you do understand, like, it's mythologies in Japan, right? You do know the most evil deities in a religion or in a practice of spirituality is Japan? But you wouldn't know how many. Japan got so many daemons, not demons, because the E is an AI, it's not an E. That's where you get your vowels and stuff from. But people got to understand, they got so many that they got stories of villains where no superhero comes. If you notice where we at, all we know is the superhero and the villain. In Japan mythology, it's some villains who just got their story and they rule the world like on some Joker stuff, like Batman's not around. But would you know that? No, you won't. Cause you'd be like, nah, we ain't worried about that. You have to worry about everything. If you quote unquote believe everything came from Africa, you have to learn every religion out there. You have to learn not everything in the world, because certain stuff you don't have to worry about, but you have to master more than one craft. Even in ancient Kemet, all y'all Kemet people had to master the 7 liberal arts when they went to these universities and temples to study. They didn't just master one thing and kept it going. They was masters of multiple trades. So we have to do the same too. It's multiple TikTok teachers out there that teach multiple different things. And they ain't talking about religion. I'm talking about from scientific to spirituality to physical to all these things. And every day they get a new person because you're giving somebody a new insight to what you know every day. Nobody do not want to keep going to your page and all you do is give quote unquote spiritual breakdowns of movies. We don't care about the movie because it's from television and it's a programming. They're giving you two lies and the truth in the movie anyway. So you debunking the movie, wow, you told us the truth. We already knew what was the truth in the movie. That's why we didn't want to watch this shit, because it's going to fill you up with an hour and a half or an hour and 43 minutes of lies anyway. It's the same thing with this TikTok stuff. After you done made the video about Marvel and debunking it and doing all that, when you already made your video on the Bible, if you already made your video on the Quran, you don't have to do 60 more. Just like when you pray, just like when the people who do pray and get on their knees and pray to God, you don't ask him for the same thing every day. He heard you the first time, right? So why are you doing the same to God's children here? You got to make it make sense. Master everything, change your perspective to change everybody else's perspective. That's how you help the world be a better place. That's all I had. This is not a diss to TikTokers, because like I told you, it is many great TikTok people because I follow a lot of them also. But it is a lot of them that I just want them to change their perspective, and they can change their TikTok to have more people. It's an energy exchange. Just like Billy Carson said, you got to do something that requires energy to get the money energy back to you, right? It's the same thing with learning, same thing with knowledge, it's the same thing with gaining people, gaining a fan base, an audience. So that's all I had today on that. Peace, love, and everything in between. Stay majestic, y'all. Peace.